Hi everyone, this is Nishant Manchanda and we are ready for our first open Q&A session. And I already have 6-7 queries on related to marketplace and online selling. So you can write your queries here right away. I'll try to answer them. So we are here for around 30 minutes. And so like by 9:30 we'll finish it up, and I'll try to answer as many queries as I can within this time frame. And if I won't be able to, I'll definitely publish all these answers as a part of new video series within the page, within the group, wherever it's possible. And for sure I would be able to put these videos on YouTube as well. And I've just created a this Telegram channel as well, and I would love all of you to be a part of it, so that if I'm sharing any information, I'll share a notification here, and you guys can simply link copied. Okay, so here's a link for my Telegram channel. Okay, you guys can click on this and join this channel, and I'll be posting all latest updates, whatever announcement I need to make, I can make it there as well, so that you are aware of and you are updated on all the informations, updates which I'm sharing. All right, so since it's time now, so let me start with the queries which I've already received. Let me open them. Okay, so first query which I have is, what is Amazon FBA and how one can apply for the same? Okay, FBA is called Fulfillment by Amazon, and this is the warehousing and fulfillment services given by Amazon to the selected sellers who actually apply for that, and they keep their product into the warehouse of the Amazon. So I'll explain in detail. So FBA stands for Fulfillment by Amazon, and whenever you go on Amazon to shop as a customer, you see a tag called FBA. So that means this product is delivered. Fulfillment is done by Amazon. So on the seller's front, you being a seller, how it works for you, that you create you register yourself for the FBA services first. For that, you need to have you should have a GST added as additional place of operation, additional business, ABOP they call it. So you need to add Amazon warehouses depending upon the state which you are operating from. You need to have those FBA addresses added in your GST as ABOP. Yes, additional place of business. Yes, yeah. So that you need to get updated in your GST. That's a pretty straightforward service available at Amazon front as well. They charge 1,000 rupees plus GST charges. So you pay that, this gets done. You need to involve your CA as well. You need to upload some documents at the GST portal also. So once it's done, you can actually ship your products to Amazon warehouse, where they charge a monthly fee as per the space you consume. And whenever an order comes, FBA team, the Amazon team, processes the order, packs it, and deliver it to the customer. And you don't have to take care of any shipment in that case, because you have already shipped your products to Amazon warehouse. All right. So this is the FBA. The benefit of FBA is that whenever Amazon looks for any kind of deal to be like, they choose seller for any deal. So they prefer seller who is already in a FBA, because product is already with Amazon. Amazon can take care of quick processing of order. There's no delay, and product can be shipped faster to the customer. So it's better for the customer as well, and they prefer to buy those products which are delivered faster. So FBA has its own benefits, a huge amount of benefits available. So if you are already a seller on Amazon and you are not using FBA services, I recommend, at least not, if not for all, but at least for the products which are fast selling for you, those products which you are focusing on to sell more. So use FBA, your sale will increase for sure. Okay, good. So I think I should move to the next question. Is GST required for selling on marketplaces? Yes, all the marketplaces ask for GST certificate. If you don't have a GST certificate, you can't register yourself on any of the marketplaces. So as far as I know, Amazon, Flipkart, Snapdeal, Myntra, Nika Fashions, and you name like Velvet Case. There's so many marketplaces. I've not come across any marketplace who actually allowing anybody who doesn't have a GST, and they are allowing them to sell at this stage. So yes, consider by default you need to have a GST certificate to sell on marketplaces. And just to add, this question keeps coming to me. Even if you're a proprietor, if it's a proprietorship company, it's a partnership company or a private limited company, every type of companies can have a GST certificate. So if you're an individual, you can start a proprietorship firm and you can apply for a GST. All right. So that's how you can actually start selling on any of the marketplaces. And I think I should move to the third question. That is how to participate in Amazon Great Indian Festival Sales. Okay. So that's actually a very tricky question, how one can sell. So first you need to be a seller on Amazon. Second, you need to have a very good account health. How to have a good account health is going to be a really big topic. So just understand that good account health is required. You should have an FBA so that it can be shipped faster. And then you need to actually show Amazon that you can participate, and then you actually once you have a track record of working with Amazon, they understand your account performance, you have good feedback, your shipments are always on time. So that's actually a part of the account health. So once you maintain a good record with Amazon, then you can actually apply to be part of this Amazon Great Indian Festival Sale, which happens once a year and during the Diwali season. So you can actually apply. I think it happens more than once. Okay, whenever it happens. So you can actually apply. So you can apply for that, and if they feel, okay, your account is good, your product is good, your price points are good, they have certain various parameters, and then they actually enroll you in this festival, and then the process begins. So yes, that's a process more or less. The next question is Snapdeal still running? Okay, yes, it's running. It's very well running, and I work with Snapdeal with some of the brands which I serve. So Snapdeal is working. They have an office in Gurgaon, and actually it's close to my office as well. So just a 5 minutes drive. So yes, they are doing good. They are focusing on tier 2, tier 3 cities, and they have good customer base. And what I heard from others as well, the experience is much better now. And I'm personally working with Snapdeal in 3-4 categories. It's good platform. So go ahead and start working with Snapdeal. Another question which I have is what kind of products we can sell on marketplaces? Okay. So I differentiate marketplaces in 2 categories. One is open marketplaces like Amazon, Flipkart, Snapdeal. They sell everything. Then there are industry-specific, industry-focused marketplaces. So there are marketplaces like Nika Fashion. They sell only fashion products, beauty products. Then there is another Velvet Case. They sell only jewelry. Then there is Purnia Pop-Up Shop. They again sell jewelry. They have an offline stores as well, but they're focused on jewelry and accessories. So these are the different categories in terms of marketplaces. They're open and they are like product specific or category specific. So you can look at this way. Now, if you want to understand what all can be sold, so the best is you go to Amazon and search for a product. If you find that product is listed, means it can be sold. Yeah, there are a few products which you can't actually sell, which are like not allowed by the government, by the law. Like you can't sell arms and ammunition, you can't sell prescribed medicines. So if you take portals like 1mg, and I think there are a few more medicine focused this marketplaces or websites, so you can sell only OTC or you need a prescription. to sell. So there are certain products which are not allowed to sell online, so you can't sell them, and whatever else is listed already on the marketplace, so it's already selling, so you can go and sell. So the best way is go on Amazon or Flipkart or Snapdeal. These are the largest platforms in terms of the open marketplaces. Simply search. Not specifically the product which you are trying to sell might be available, but if that category is there, the product can be sold. All right. So I think that should answer your question. Now, the next question, and in fact, that's the last question I have, which is the best marketplace to sell fashion products? Okay. Fashion is a wide category. Fashion, you may have an apparel, you can go for cosmetics, you can go for jewelry, and hair care products. So the category is wide. So if you talk about fashion, definitely the focused portals are Myntra. They sell fashion products nicely, and Amazon sells fashion. Flipkart has a fashion category. Snapdeal sells fashion. Then there are Nika Fashion is again a fashion focused, and so these are the marketplaces you can actually choose. They are the good ones, and you can still search for more. I generally work with these portals for any of the fashion product. So when we have to go for a very specific in terms of the jewelry, we have Velvet Case, and we go for that. And but overall, if I look at fashion, is pretty good with Myntra, Jabong, which is slowing down now. Majority of the traffic is moving to Myntra, and so you can focus on Amazon, you can focus on Flipkart, Myntra, Nika Fashions to start with. And if you're starting new, if you're really looking forward for growing further, you can actually deeper into this. Okay, so I got two more questions. Harjot, you asked me, suggest me some product specific and good sales. So I'm trying to rephrase your question and confirming. I hope you're trying to understand the products which have a good sale, right? Well, Harjot, in terms of product categories, I can sell fashion sells the most, electronics, then you have books are good selling. So, and good, there's no definition of good, but these are amongst the top highest selling product categories. And when you say what all we can sell, bags, they're good selling products. I'm personally selling bags on Amazon, and I have a brand which sells bags. And then jewelry again has a wide category. It can be low-end fashion jewelry, high-end fashion jewelry, diamond jewelry, silver jewelry. Sterling silver jewelry is actually picking up nice nowadays. So I have an experience of selling fashion jewelry a lot on Amazon specifically. I had my own personal brand by the name Twist Fashions. Then high-end jewelry I'm currently selling, and planning to launch a few more brands with whom I'm talking to. So silver, under silver category we are selling. On the other hand, you can actually take more products like home decor is good selling, gift items are good selling products. Then I'm just currently working on electric vehicles, which is again a very good selling product, but that's a very specialized category. So probably you might not want to get into that. But fashion, anything in the fashion is a good selling. You need to look at electronics is a good item. Online it sells a lot nowadays. Your books are good selling. So these are the good selling like products. So what I request is, if you have any specific product in your mind, just write it down here, and I shall look into that, and I'll get back to you on what amongst those, what are the good selling products, right? Next question I have, Mohan Raj, how to source the product? Okay, that's little off track this of this particular Q&A session, but I still tell you, see, the best way is to look at the manufacturing hubs. If you're looking for jewelry, you can go to Meerut, Delhi, Chandni Chowk, you can go to Jaipur. Okay, Mumbai you can go, Kolkata you can go to Surat, Ahmedabad. These are the good places for jewelry. And if you're looking for leather products, go to Kanpur. This is what I know. If you're looking for electronic products, again, Delhi, Mumbai. In India, or China is anyways there for electronic products. And in fact, China is gonna get you more products. You can look for Alibaba or AliExpress. You can get nice codes from there. So, so actually sourcing, I would say that it depends upon the product. And the first way to start is AliExpress or Alibaba.com. So you can find good products. You can understand the price points, and I would actually recommend you the other way. Okay, you have another question. How do you handle returns from customers which are not in resellable condition? I'll come back to you on this. So first, I'll answer you sourcing the product. So first, if you pick up a product which you want to sell, then you look for a sourcing for that. So as I said about jewelry. So jewelry, you have a specific spots where I used to deal personally. As I mentioned, I had my fashion jewelry business, and I had two like different manufacturing units in German silver and Kundan. So we used to manufacture that. Coming to electronics, I personally work with a brand who deals from China. At the same time, we have sourcing from Delhi as well. Okay, if you talk about bags, I have a brand under me. We are like selling good on their website, and we are selling good on Amazon as well. We just launched that. Okay, so for that you can go to Kanpur. You can go to Delhi. Has a huge amount of Noida specifically. They have a good amount of factories who are doing apparel. If you want to go for Noida, is like full of all these garment houses. Delhi, Gurgaon. I don't know much about apparels where all they have been made, depending upon the type of apparel. Like Jaipur is again one of the like folk dresses and all. So Surat is a hub for that. So apparel has different. So I request or I suggest choose a product, and then you can find out the ways from where you can buy the best one from there for in that category. Okay, so Mohan, I'll come back to your question. Before that, I have to take question from Roshni. Roshni, I'm going to launch an e-commerce marketplace. What are the points to keep in mind? Okay, so I have a point to clarify. If you can write down here, it's going to be good. So if you are planning to start your own e-commerce, means like Amazon or Flipkart, that's one question. But I am assuming that you are actually planning to launch your products on the marketplaces. So these two things are coming out of your question. So first, I'll say, what are the points you need to take care of while selling your products on the marketplaces, existing marketplaces like Amazon, Flipkart, Jabong, Myntra, Snapdeal, and all. So when you're selling any of the products on these websites, so first you need to understand the product which you're selling is sellable on that particular portal, whether the portal is that category focused, like Nykaa fashion. So it's a beauty and fashion focused. So you can't actually sell the electronics item over there. So you need to focus on that. So if it is Amazon, and almost anything and everything you can sell. So as on Flipkart. The second thing is what price point you're selling at. Okay, so if your price point is little expensive, so Amazon, Flipkart is a good marketplace for you. If it is very entry level price, like 100, 200, 300 rupees, depending on the product category as well. So Snapdeal could also be a good marketplace, because Snapdeal's major focus is on tier 2, tier 3 cities. Okay, wherein Amazon focuses on almost everywhere. So you can get customers from tier 2, tier 3, tier 1, metros, all the places. But Snapdeal has a major focus on tier 2 and tier 3 cities. So you need to choose your product accordingly, based on the kind of target audience you want to focus on. If you're into apparel and you're like good high-end good apparel or medium segment as well, then definitely Myntra is a good choice, because there they have very niche fashion oriented focused customers who are more of a quality side, not of on discount side all the time. Definitely discount always work for any kind of customers, but there you'll find more niche or loyal customers who are like only gonna buy from Myntra. So if you want to focus on that kind of product, so Myntra is a good place for you to start with. Now, if the second part of the question, as per my understanding, if your question is about that you want to launch your own marketplace, then you actually need to take care of a lot of things. So you need to take care of how you're gonna onboard the vendors, how you're gonna find the customers. You need to have a right strategy for logistics, the customer disputes, return policies, how you're going to handle the return from customer to the vendor, seller, or how seller is going to ship the product again back to the customer, who's going to answer the queries. So you need to have, so starting your own marketplace is a huge thing. So you need to actually ensure that you have a good strategy in place. You start with one specific region or specific set of products or specific set of vendors or specific set of customers, maybe geography, maybe you choose India or you choose some many international country. So I would say that don't go big bang launch in a very first phase. Start slowly, understand the operation, streamline the operation, then start scaling it up. Because once you start spending money on marketing and start bringing your customers onto the platform, and if they don't find any customer, any product in right quantity, in right options, or at the same time, if they don't get a right service, they'll not come back to you. So you lose money over there. Okay, so these are the things you need to take care of. Apart from there are a lot of legalities and all, and I think I should stay away from that legal point because I'm not the right person for that to really guide you in depth. So I would request you take some like consultation from legal advisors, so advocate or somebody who is dealing into this. So they're the right guys for legalities. Okay, Mohan, yes, how do you handle returns from customers which are not in a resellable condition? Well, if you're getting a product return from a customer and that is not a resellable situation, so Amazon has a feature wherein they actually listen to you, they understand you need to submit a proof whether, okay, the product which you have received. Sometimes it happens that you sell something and you get something else. Okay, my personal experience, I used to sell jewelry and I used to receive some other XYZ products. Sometimes I used to get a product from some other brand, or sometimes a customer even sending me like stones in the return, or sometimes the product is used and they send it back. So what you need to do is you need to raise a complaint. All these major marketplaces have a seller support system. So you go to the raise a concern that this is a product you sold and this is what you have received, and then they, as per the situation, they analyze and they actually ensure that you are compensated rightly for the product. And make sure that for the returns which you are getting are not because of the problem in your product. So some of the marketplaces, some of the situations, they don't actually refund you the money because the product was your fault. And but if you can prove it that if it's not your fault, it's the customer's fault, or something happened during the shipment, so then you can actually ask marketplaces to look into the concern and they address it. My experience with Amazon on this, while selling jewelry specifically, has been good. We even today in our bags brand, whatever we are selling, we have not faced any situation like this yet. One or two situations we might have got wherein the product was actually used and then they send it back, but we didn't raise any concern because it was like one or two orders out of like 10,000 orders we ship every month. Electronics, we have seen this situation happening, people buying something and they're like sending something else. Mobile industry is something which is like this only. But nowadays in Amazon, I've personally seen, they don't have an option of return. So they actually exchange. So if your product is not good, they'll take the old product, they verify there itself, and they give you the new product. Right. So that's how they ensure that you don't get a wrong product at all the time. So this is the best way to handle this. All right, guys. So we have 4 questions. Okay, let me see. Okay, I got 11 comments. 1 second. Okay, Roshni, you said I'm planning to hire 2-3 interns. What rules you think I should hire for the start as well as we are self-funded? Well, Roshni, marketplaces, like starting marketplaces is a huge venture. I must say, I've been into this e-commerce industry for past 10 years. It's a huge business. So what my recommendations would be, focus. Yes, 2-3 interns definitely you should have. So you need to look for, see, the major areas in Okay, so I'm actually reading your comments now. You're saying on the lines of Etsy. Let me read all your comments. Harjot, I just read your comment. Ladies undergarment set. Actually, it's a good area. You can sell. Okay. But ensure the quality is good. If your quality is good, I'm telling you, you'll have a loyal customer base. Okay. So Roshni, okay. You got so many comments. Okay. Legal bit is done. Okay. Fair enough. Thank you. So you said not my products. I'm getting other vendors to sell. Fair enough. Not my products on the lines of Etsy. Okay. So if it is Etsy, again, so in that case, you have major areas to look at. One is how you're gonna get the customers. So whosoever is selling on your platform, you need to help them find a customer. So you need to have a marketing. Then you need to ensure that your customer uh, is not facing any problem while buying from your sellers directly, because you are on Etsy model, you're just the marketplace. Like eBay is like this only. So you need to ensure that you have a customer support team for your vendors. At the same time, you need to have a seller support team as well in your place. Then you need to have certain onboarding processes, how a seller is going to come on board, what are the listings they are doing, how listings are done. You need to guide them. So it's basically seller support, wherein you have to provide a seller training and seller guidance support. So this one team. Then you need to have a customer support team, customer problem team, and all. Then you need to have one team for marketing. So these are the three major areas as of now. I'll see, apart from legal. Legal is going to be the major thing because you need to track each and every transaction. You're going to take a commission from each and every sale. So these are the major 4 or 5 departments to start with. So if you're planning to hire some interns, yes, I think these are the areas to look at. Now, depending upon the load, you need to choose how many interns you want to choose, how many who all are going to be in which area. So start with these 2 or 3 areas to focus with, and I think you'll do good. But again, my suggestion is focus on to start with, since you're bootstrapped, all self-funded, focus on the most important market, focus on the most important product, most important seller. Pick one specific area and just do a pilot. Understand. Okay. My personal experience of working in this industry, specifically in the startup ecosystem, doing a pilot is more important. So once you do a pilot, you do mistakes, you do at a small scale, you can actually go back and talk to these people again and again. And reaching out to these people because it's a closed segment is easy. Your marketing spend is focused. Your operations are focused. Your understanding is going to be very good around that one area, and you can actually experiment much. Okay. The major problem which happens with any startup is that they actually go big bang and they say, okay, we're going to have a mega launch without having any major infrastructure in place, major experience in place, major processes in place. And it actually becomes a problem. It becomes a bottleneck. So focus on one thing. And I would love to understand what kind of, okay, you focus on the specific categories as well to start with. Maybe pick 5 where you find the vendors are good, the demand would be good, and you can actually create a niche about yourself. So don't try to compete with, okay, Amazon is selling everything, so I should also sell everything. No, focus, pick up a specific domain, specific category, and you might be able to actually create a market for that. There's a marketplace I recently came across. They're doing good. It's hemp, I believe, yes. So they are focused on one type of products. The raw material is same. So the origin of the product is same, though they are making multiple products from that particular kind of raw material. So they are focused on that. So people are coming to their portal for that kind of product. So they have one niche segment created. So you also choose a niche segment and then work on it. You'll have more chances of finding a right customer, and you can actually create a right place in this huge market, and that will actually be a good strategy. So focus on that. And so if you wish, you can share and what kind of products you're focusing on. I can give you more guidance on that, and probably I can give you more products because I have a lot of brands who are willing to sell, and I'm open to find new customers. So I would love to understand what's your focus area. and maybe I can give you some vendors. Like I have bags, I'm working in bag category, I'm working in jewelry category, I'm working in electric vehicle category, and I would love to get more contacts to sell my electric vehicles. We are just about to launch Moroccan hair oil, and it's a specialized hair oil, and we are then launching a tea brand. So these are major. We are working in electronics as well deeply. So these are the major segments we are present right now. We are coming in, like, we are expanding our footprints in pet industry as well. So if you have any like kind of this focus as a category, would love to understand. Mohan Raj, can I have your contact number? Want to talk to you, brother. That's why I'm doing Q&A. If I start receiving calls, it would be tough for me. So why don't you write your comments in the group which we have, or okay, I'll share the group. Roshni, you mentioned. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. We'll follow your advice. Come back to me. Any queries you have? I'll just share the group link. 1 second. So you guys can actually post your queries over there. Facebook. Guys, give me a second. I'll just. Okay. Okay. So we got a group. Visit the group. All right. Here's the link. I'm just sharing the link with you guys so that you can attend. So join this group. If you're already part of the group, post your queries in the group, and would love to answer your queries there. So Mohan, yes, you can post your queries, and in fact, your queries will help other members to get that information also. One-on-one would be a little challenging, to be honest. I see the reason I'm doing it at this hour of day is that during the day I'm like all jam-packed with my like clients, consulting projects, all the brands I'm working on, and I work closely with all the marketplaces, Amazon, Snapdeal, Flipkart, Nykaa Fashions, and also I keep working with them, talking to them about how we can grow the business, about new brands, what we have, what all new areas we are coming up with in terms of the consumer demand, so that we can also bring in new brands. So it would be tough, to be honest. And please do this. Okay, Mohan, you're already a part of the group. Yes, good. Then post the queries and would get back to you maybe as part of my long video post or a text, and let this be a joint learning for everyone. And that's the reason I have created this group. And so we are already 31 minutes into the session. It's 9:31 and perfect timing. I just want to ask if you guys have any more queries, or else we can. Okay, somebody has posted. Do you have any plans for training? Yes, I have plans for training. I'm already working on the training. So we are like conducting first training. That's going to be a one-day workshop about setting up your online business, and that would be happening in January. We are doing in Lucknow. Dates are tentatively mid of January. One I'm planning in the last third week of December in Delhi. So most probably it might happen in Gurgaon or Delhi. That's where I'm based out of. And one I'm planning, a lot of requests are coming for Bangalore region as well. So probably January end or February, I'll plan about the training in Bangalore. So that's a plan. So all good, guys. Thank you so much for coming to this live session, asking your queries, and I'm sure this particular half an hour Q&A will be helpful for not just you, but for the entire group members. And I have already shared the Telegram channel link. I'm going to share it one more time. So you can join this Telegram group channel rather. So you won't. This will ensure that you are not going to miss any of my announcements, which I'm going to make about next Q&A sessions, the trainings which I'm coming up with, any special announcement about marketplaces where you need to take care of, whether you're selling your products, whatever products you're selling and wherever you're selling, because they keep announcing the sales, they keep changing their policies. So I keep publishing the content, so you can actually join there. And soon I'm going to be launching my YouTube channel where you can see all these recorded Q&A sessions and my other videos which I'm working on. And you might be able to see some glimpse about some glimpse of the tips which I generally share, how to grow your business and what kind of things you can do to grow your online business. All right, guys. So thank you so much once again, and I'll see you soon. Probably another Q&A we'll do in the next week. And thank you so much. Have a good evening. Enjoy and do good business. All right. Bye-bye.